Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra, and in today's video I am taking you guys along with me as I create my high yields high priority sinking funds. So I already got started. I printed some out, and let's see, I'm trying to list out like what envelopes I actually need, and I'm trying not to make it too much. You guys will see. So anyway, I recently purchased this paper trimmer. I love it. It helps me get more of a precise, even cut. So like most of these are pretty much the same size. Like, they don't seem off at all. So this is helping me get good cuts the whole way through. So what I do is right here, this cut line and over is 1 inch. So I want my envelopes to be 3 inches high. So I cut this dotted line off that's right here. So I'm gonna just cut that off. And then I'm going to turn my paper around and put it at the 3 inch mark. So I pretty much look in between the 3 inch and where the 1 inch starts, and I figure out where I want my print to be. But since this is already cut off as much as it can, this is going to be it. This is going to be the cut point. So then I have 6.5 is where I want the width to be. So it's going to be between this dotted line right here and the cut point. So I eyeball where I want my letters to be as far as in between the 6.5 and the 1. So I try to leave as much blank space on either side. And if I'm off, I try to figure out, like, do I want these letters more close to this, or do I want the picture more close to the edge? Like, which side do I want more space on? So this is pretty much how I'm getting my cut. So I cut that, then I just go to the dotted line, the halfway point, and I'm pretty much putting my paper over top of the dotted line to the point where I can't see it, and I cut. And my cuts have been pretty much even. So I'll take another one, and you see, if I put this at the 3 inch point, the word and the picture is too close to the cut line. So I try to put the picture in between the 3 inch point and the cut line and see exactly how close to the cut line, which will be the opening of my envelope, do I want my words. So the more down I cut, the opening will be that up here, and the wording will be down towards the bottom. I want mine as centered as possible, or more close. If it's not centered, I want it more up towards the top. I don't like all that space up there. So I think right here is pretty good. I'm moving it down just a little bit. So remember, this is my 3 inch cut point. So I think right there is good. So I'm gonna cut that off. So now this is how much space I have at the top, and then at the bottom I just put this at the 3 inch point, and then we'll cut. So that is that, and then I'll go ahead and between 6.5 and 1, we will figure out where do I want the wording to sit, which will be probably right there. Yeah, so I got this much space on this side as far as blank. Then I'll put this at the dotted line. Bam. Let's see. got one more, which is car. So for car, I'm going to line it up at the 3-inch. So if I cut it right here, that means all this will be, it'll be all the space down here. So I don't want all that space down here. So I'm going to try to put it towards the middle. So I have my line up here, my line down here. I have the wording in the middle. So I am going to make my cut. I don't like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and make my cut. Bam. And then line this up at the 3-inch mark. Go ahead and make my cut. So it is fairly centered as far as spacing at the top, spacing at the bottom. So I will figure out how much spacing I want on this side and this side. Trying to center it as much as possible. And that is it. So now I have all my cardstock cut out, and they are pretty much even. Like, these sizes are precise. So now I take my laminate sheets, because it's going to have clear backing, so I'm going to have to do 4. I did 4 cardstock, so I'm going to have to do 4 sheets of laminate. And I'm just, actually, no, I'm going to do 2 sheets because only one, I'm only using 1/2 of the paper. So the way I get it to work for me is I just go ahead and stick this in here and do it. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you can cut around it when you put it in the cutter. So this is going to be, I don't know if I want it all the way at the edge, but this is going to be here. So we'll just do these 2 right here. This just makes it easier for me to cut if I just place it inside and cut around it. So you want to place that inside, close it, and just simply cut around your cardstock as close as you can. So I'm going to try to line it up, since I know it's 3 inches. I'm going to line it up at the 3-inch mark. Try not to cut my cardstock. Cut that piece off. Turn it. Line it up at the 3-inch. Try to make sure it's not crooked. Cut that off. Bam. Line it up at 6.5. That off. Spin it. This makes it so much easier because it's still on the matte side, so they're not slipping and sliding and moving around, so I can easily cut it. Bam. So now the 2 pieces that I would take, so the matte side would have been together, so now I'm putting the matte side would have been together, so we are putting the glossy side on the inside and the matte on the outside. And I'm putting this with this cardstock, and then this one will be with another cardstock. So just from one we made 2. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do these 2. We're gonna go ahead and, it doesn't matter if these are lined up because you're cutting them out anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead, line this one up at the 3-inch mark. Go ahead and make my cut, flick it. You wanna make sure it doesn't move as much as possible. You wanna keep it even. It moved a little bit, that's right. Actually, there you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna line this part up at the 3-inch and make our cut. Line this part up at the 6.5. Make a cut. Line it up at 6.5. And make our cut. Bam. So from 1, we got 2. So this one, I'm gonna flip the shiny side to the inside, put these 2 together. Grab another one, flip the shiny side to the inside, put them together. Bam. So we did 4 already. This one, same thing, line it up to the 3-inch. Make a cut. Go ahead and spin it, try not to move. Line up at the 3-inch. Cut. It's easier when you keep this lifted too, so you're not trying to slide the paper underneath of it. So then we're gonna line it up at the 6.5. Cut. Spin it. Line it up at 6.5. And cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this, play some music, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so I tried to set it up where you could see everything. So I have my cardstock that I cut out, I have my laminate or my laminator, and I have my laminating sheets. So these are 5mm. The laminating sheets that are on the back of these are 3mm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it one by one, because this is the most tedious part right here, is just trying to get everything to stay lined up. So I usually just lay my laminate sheet in first, that in there. I want to leave enough space where I can hole punch, and then I just lay the cardstock on top and just try to slide it and make sure it's lined up, and then I'll just line it up. All right, so that looks good. And then trying not to move it, I will send it through the laminator. I don't want this one to slide, so I'm just holding it. And I find that I do have to send these through a few times, because I feel like this could seal a little better around the edges. Even though this is the top, this part is getting cut off, I'm still going to send it through again. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like a good amount of space right there. I thought it was because of the cardstock being too close together, but this one is good. These two are not. So I'm gonna send it through again, and while this one is going through that way, this is why I brought this laminate, so I can send it through whichever way, however way I want. So it's wide enough for me to turn it at an angle and send it through like that. So I'm gonna, yeah. But luckily I'm cutting this top part off, so it doesn't really matter. It's sealed really good around the rest of them. This one's sealed really good all the way around, except for this little corner. But that is good enough, so I'm not gonna keep messing with it. Alright y'all, so I have all the envelopes laminated. I messed up on one, which was I have this one done. There's one that I messed up on because I tried to rearrange it in a different order. Instead of having these two down here and one up here, I tried to do one up here and two down here, and I didn't pay attention to the direction I was putting the envelopes. So the one envelope that I did is this one. Yeah, this one I didn't leave space for the holes, so I'll probably end up printing this one out again. So now that everything is laminated, I pretty much do the same thing that I did when I was cutting it out with it not laminated. So when I put it inside the laminator, just to fit the size, I lined up this part at the 3-inch mark, just like I'm doing now. This is the top, so this will be the opening. Line it up at the 3-inch, cut it, and it should open. So it is open, and I didn't cut any of the pink off. So then I'll go ahead and do the sides. So I try to look for where the bubble part comes out, and I don't want to cut into that. So I try to be careful and cut as close to the bubble, the air bubble, as I can, but not actually cut it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I could have got a little closer, but that's good enough. And then for this side, it's hard to tell with this white right here. So the clear on top of the white is kind of hard to see where the bubble actually ends. So this part sticks out further than this part, so I want to make sure I'm not cutting into this top part. I'm getting as close to the cut line as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So I could have got a little bit closer, but like I said, it's fine. Better safe than sorry. So now, since I'm doing the hole punch, the envelope is 3 inches. The hole punch will make it 3.5. So I'm going to come to the 3.5 mark, and I'm going to cut right there. So that is an envelope.
Quick question: where can I get plastic bags, like plastic gloves?
The Dollar General.
Alright, I'll be right back.
You get some tissue, toilet tissue. Alright, so now the hole punch should be set to where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead, hole punch. So we got our holes, and then I'm going to round my corners. So I find that if I push it in really good, it cuts better. That didn't work. I'll push it in. That didn't work either, but that is one. So let me show you. So now I have 3 of them done. I have this one, and I have one more. I put it, where did I put it at? Oh, so this is my new binder that I'm going to be using for my high yield sinking funds. So I already did eye care. You can see it still has the cardboard in here. So I'm just making sure these holes are the correct size, and they are. So bam, they fit in here perfectly. I think the color is perfect, and I'm gonna go ahead, do the rest off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys when I'm done. Alright, you guys, so I have all of my envelopes laminated and cut out. So now all I need to do is do the hole punching and rounding my corners. So I figured I'd come on here and do that with you guys. You know what, I should do my YouTube shorts My son is coming, so I'm gonna have to end this anyway. Alright you guys, so I already closed out this video, but I want to come back and actually finish the whole thing. I rushed off because my son had walked in the room, but I want to show you guys how I round the corners, so which is pretty simple. I just use my corner rounder. If the lighting is different, it's because I just got a box light in the mail and I hooked it up, so hopefully the quality of the lighting is better. So with these envelopes, I already did my hole punch. I think I recorded me doing the hole punch, like a couple of them, and then I did the rest on my YouTube shorts. So I'm just going to, these are already rounded. So I'll have these in order from how I want to put them in my binder. So high yield, I'm guessing it'll be last. I'm not sure. Medical, I think I'm gonna do medical, dental, and then eye care. Cause these will be, I mean, we do get our eyes checked. We do wear glasses, but Mommy? I'm about to fill this one up with my 4K savings challenge, some money from that, and then I'll probably do these two too, and then like who knows how long it'll be till I have to like put more money in it. And then these are just clothes for like summer, winter, spring, fall. You guys hear my son in the back. He's you want more? Okay, mommy go get you more. So yeah, my son's in the room. And so yeah, these are just clothes for Kanaya, Jenna, and Joelle, summer, winter, spring, fall. So they do have their own envelope in my low priority sinking funds, but this one I want to put stuff on its own so that they're not touching it, or so that I'm not touching it. I keep wanting to put this in there. And then it's home and car, so I think home is going to go first and then car. Actually, well, it don't matter. So that's what I'm going to have like this. This is my high priority. So I'm going to go ahead and have this as my high priority binder. In here, and bam. I was going to use vinyl, but I was being so lazy because vinyl just be giving me a headache. So I used my printer, printed these out, and I think they came out really nice. At the last minute, I decided to add a picture to it. I was like, you know what, let me put a picture on it. So home, car, clothes for Kanaya, clothes for Jenna, clothes for Joelle's, medical, dental, eye care, and my high yield savings. And then, you know what, I don't know if high yield should be in high priority or low priority, but and then I'm gonna make new envelopes for this. And car and home is in my high priority, so these will be getting thrown out. And then these dining out, gifts, and vacation will go in here. I need to make a new one of these because I put it through the thing wrong. And I want to put giveaway and business is gonna go in here, and they are different envelopes. So actually I think most of my envelopes is gonna be this vinyl for the low priority. So these are going to be different than these, but it's okay. I'll just keep these in the back. Dining out, I'll probably print over so I can put the holes at the bottom. So yeah, once I get these envelopes finished, all of these will be swapped out. And that is it. So I already did my closing for this video, so the lighting will probably change once I edit it and put the closing in. But also look at my savings tracker that I made, my tailor slip, I mean. So cute. So I made this so that it will fit in this envelope when I go to the bank. It'll just fit right in there, nice and snug. And I close it up and take this to the bank. Alright, so that is it. Should I just go ahead and do a closing? You know what? I'll just go ahead and do my closing now. So that is it for this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.